Hi, Leos. I'm going to do your general reading for October 1st to the 15th, 2017. And I feel like you guys are on fire, man. I kind of want to steal some of that energy right now. Borrow it. You guys got plans. You're moving along. And it's like you're gonna like bowl over anybody who gets in your way. Like you're not gonna let anyone stop these plans from taking effect. Oh, but the universe is telling you to be patient. Sometimes that's hard. Temperance. And we have Judgment. We have the Sun of Pentacles. And we have the Four of Pentacles. So the Sun of Pentacles could be somebody in your life, an earth sign. Somebody who is, kind of in a standstill. They're using their antlers to guide them. And they're kind of doing it in the dark. It's like they don't need the sun. Interesting. They don't need the sun to guide them. You guys are the sun. They're saying that I want to be able to do this on my own. But I think that you feel like that as they do that, they're holding on to things too tightly with these pentacles. But the universe is saying, patience, dear Virgos, there will be judgment. And judgment isn't necessarily like, I will judge thee, I will rain judge down on thee. You guys have money on your mind for sure. There are things in your life you are trying to get lined up. But it kind of feels like you're in that stuck state. Maybe the Sun of Pentacles is an opportunity that you would like to move forward. But something is holding it back. Something is holding on too tightly to it. Excuse me. I'm still getting over that nasty cold I had while I got on vacation. But I think judgment is really like, if you look at this card, all of these birds are flying up to this phoenix. It's like you're the phoenix rising from the ashes. So the universe is saying, temper that flame. Temper that flame, because, they know you're lining things up to go on a journey with the Three of Pentacles. You're lining your stuff up. You're wrapping it up in a neat little package to climb the mountain. But, you don't want to be in this position. I can tell, I can feel it. I can feel this position is like killing you. Oh man, I can feel it so hard. But you gotta sit still. Step by step. It is the end of a cycle. The Ten of Wands, you guys have been working really, really hard. You've been holding a very heavy burden. Life has been chaotic and a disaster. And you don't want it to continue this way, right? Because next up is the world. This is after completion. This is after the judgment. This is after you rise from the ashes of everything that's burned. So there's a reason. There's a reason the universe is saying, patience. Just have a little patience, and I know you don't want to hear it. I know. I understand. Which is interesting because Leo is You know, when you guys get an idea to move, you do it. A lot of fixed signs aren't that way. A lot of fixed signs aren't that way. But you guys are. You have that fire. And yowza. All right. Let's line this up a little bit. Let me get comfortable for this one. It's going to be a long journey, kids. Okay. So this is the end here. We have, you know, we've got your chaos. And then we have some judgment. And then we have the world. But let's be patient. I'm going to keep saying it until it gets into your heads. Patience, my friends. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're lining your stuff up with the 7 of Pentacles. You're lining it up. You're getting it all in a row. And I really feel like that this has a lot to do with money, because there's something that you are working towards, working very, very hard towards. And you want it right now. And there's been some fighting, like petty arguments around you to get it. You know, there's been, and this isn't like knockdown, drag out, bloodlust fighting. It could have been from somebody who was acted like the Father of Swords, could be an air sign. Doesn't have to be a male, it could be a female. This person has tunnel vision. This person is, or this could be you. You know, if you are like not having patience and you're being very discerning and you have tunnel vision and you're like, I manifested all of this shit, I'm cutting through the bullshit and I'm going forward. People can come with me or they don't have to come with me, but I'm going to do it. Or this could be an air sign in your life. Either you're taking it on, but there's been some fighting over this lining up of things. And things, I feel like there have been some things that haven't been said with the moon. There are some things that are being kept in the dark, maybe. There are things that, like during this petty fighting, not everything is said that needs to be said. And when that happens, things become unstable and then the Tower comes. And the Tower doesn't have to be like the end of relationships. Like, you know, you could be lining up for another job. You'd be lining up for a move. You could be lining up for a relationship, although I don't see any cups, so I don't see any emotions happening here. Except for, you know, the moon is full of emotions. But the Tower doesn't have to be a relationship. The Tower doesn't have to be like a disaster. It's uncomfortable, yes. Sometimes it is an unstableness within inside of you that needs to fall to be rebuilt. So if there are things that have not been said during this petty argument, and this could totally be with work. You know, if there are some cutting words coming from somebody and it's leading to arguments at work, and there are things that haven't been said, it could lead to very unstable grounds and somebody could explode and then the Tower falls. And then there's the Father of Pentacles. It's a very stable energy. This could be also, you know, also somebody who, you know, maybe like an investor. He manifests things with those antlers. This is Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Male or female, it's general reading. If you want it a little more personalized, you can get a personal reading. But this is somebody who is stable, good with money. You can work well with him because he analyzes things. And he says what he means. Doesn't show a lot of emotions. And this Tower energy, it doesn't feel really overpowering. Like it doesn't feel like painful anguish. It just feels like something is unstable and it needs to be knocked down so there can be movement forward. And I feel like it's because there are things that are not being brought to light. And when things are left in the dark, and they come out later, that's when they've become the big issue. I think your entire reading just fell out. So we also have the Ten of Swords. And I kind of feel like this is you because you are so impatient right now. Slow down. The Ten of Swords has an idea where he wants to go. And he has that, I mean, he's like dead-eyed on that idea, and he is coming in quick and fast, and he has a target. This is more air. But if this guy is not, like if the wind blows him one direction, he's coming so fast that he's going to be knocked off, and he won't hit his target. And you really don't like this hanging man state, but you're there right now. And you're on guard with the Seven of Swords. You've put yourself, you've like guarded yourself under these swords. And if you look at this little fox, you know, he looks comfortable, but he's got one little eye open, and he's like protecting a sword underneath him. Like, I've got this, and just in case I need to use it, it's here. And I will use it. I'm not afraid. But you're there because there's a decision to make, right? With the Two of Wands. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. This decision could make you fully abundant. And you're ready to go with the Fool. You're so impatient. You are ready to jump off that cliff. So we have the Fool and we have the Hanged Man. You're so impatient. Calm down. Calm the fire. Things are coming, I promise. The world is coming, I promise. And these are the only emotional cards you guys have coming right now. The Daughter of Cups and the Five of Cups. So I feel like this situation has made you very sad, emotionally sad. Like not in a way where it's like, yeah, that kind of sucked, I'm over it. I think that you've actually had some, and you probably haven't shown them. If you have shown them, it's in a very fiery, fighting words kind of way. But it's like, you have a decision to make, and one of these decisions is going to make you very sad. But you know on the other end is abundance, and you are with the, what is this, the Seven of Wands? Sometimes with these cards, I can't tell what the numbers are, and I don't want to look stupid and count. 1, 2, 3. The Seven of Wands here, in a traditional tarot, it's like fighting. But here, I see, or like you're all by yourself and you're fighting wands that aren't even attached to people, like you're fighting your demons. In this deck, the way that I see it is that this is you, and you're like lighting your way, and you're lighting up all the things that you need to have lined up, all of the actions that you need to take. It's like your checklist of things that you need to do in order to make this decision become reality. And again, you're doing it so fast because you've got this huge bright light and you're like, I know what I want to do. I'm going to go and do it. Like you're flying into this decision without a clear direction, like you know your direction, but if you're knocked off course just a smidge, you're going to fall off this branch instead of fly. And you want to do this so fast because you have been you're guarding yourself. Like, I'm not going to show how much this means to me. Like, I'm just going to do it. I'm not going to tell people what I'm doing. I'm not going to, you know, like I'm not saying things. I'm keeping some stuff in the dark. I'm just going to do what I want to do. But I feel like to get to this Father of Pentacles stable state, the Tower must fall. There's an instability here. And I feel like some of that instability is the impatience that you have. Like, let's not, I mean, I think I told Taurus and Virgo, let go of a pentacle. If you let go of one of these pentacles and let it fall, you can pick up more. But if you're holding on to all of these so tightly, where do you get the arm space for more abundance? And the universe is offering that. You know what direction you're going in the Two of Wands. You know what direction you're going. And even if it does make you sad, even if one of the directions, you know, kind of bums you out, you're still headed that way. And it's coming. You're at the end. And I feel like that you have people helping. I feel like you have a crew backing you up. I don't think you are alone in this, Leo. Shoosh. It's like, geez. It's like they wanted to come out, but they didn't want to come out. So the lovers are, you know, flying together in a direction. They're going together in a direction. Is this the decision that you need to make, maybe from like a work opportunity and a relationship? Because if it is, of course that would make you sad if you have to leave a relationship behind. But do you have to leave a relationship behind? Is there a way to work that out? Is that the end all? Because the way that I have these cards lined up, the way they came out, the Son of Swords is flying one direction. It's like, I don't know how I can make that. It's like they're flying opposite ways. They're flying away from each other. At each end of this line of action that's happened down here, you know? So if this is what is keeping you from being abundant, is there no compromise? Is that just the end? Because it looks like you don't want it to be with the Two of Cups. And it also looks like there could be a possible move with the Eight of Wands. And with the Eight of Wands, this could be like communication coming in, fast communication, online, texting. It's also like something came along and like lit up the sky, this really great idea, and now it's time to move. Now it's time to move, like go that direction, move that direction. But I don't think you want to do it without this emotional attachment that you have, because there aren't a lot of cups in here. But the lovers, the two lover cards, the two love cards, and the Son of Cups, which are actually three love cards, came out. So I really think that is like, you know, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and that came out with the Two of Cups. So it's almost like you feel like having this Two of Cups around, this love, this, you feel like you're kind of being held back a little bit. Because you feel like if you move on this opportunity with the Fool, you have the Ten of Pentacles. But since the Love Cup, the Two of Cups came out with the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like, you know, okay, well, then I'm going to have to like step back a little bit, and it's, you know, not going to be a really, 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 you know, huge back step. I can go back to what I was doing, but I don't have that full abundance that I would have if I went with this opportunity. If that makes sense. So it's almost like that's why you're sad, is because you feel like you would be held back a little bit. So if there's an instability in a workplace or in a relationship that makes you feel like you're going to be held back, and the universe is offering you all this stuff, but they're also saying, patience, my child. Temper the fire. You're going to get it. You're going to get this opportunity. Your luck is, you know, will guide you. But something has to be fixed because the Tower's coming. The Tower's coming. Something has to be fixed. And what has to be fixed? Transformation. Something has to die to be reborn. Something needs to be transformed. Again, it doesn't mean the end of a relationship. It doesn't mean you're going to get fired. It doesn't mean like this is not real death. Not always, sometimes it is, but I really don't get that feeling here. I think that there is a lesson to be learned here. Things that are not being said are keeping you in a very hanged state. A hanged man is what I meant to say. That sounded really bad. That was bad grammar. My grandmother would be so upset. Okay. Decisions. Decisions. I really want to just keep telling you to be patient because it's coming, but it's like you're blocking this from happening, from being so impatient. We are constantly evolving, constantly. And with transformation and patience, look, that they're like staring at each other, they're mirroring each other. There's no meat left on here. There's no feathers left on here. But with patience, there is. With temperance, there is. Temper the fire. Temper the fire. I know a Leo that if I said that to him right now, he would yell at me and tell me that it's unacceptable that I even said anything. In fact, I'm going to make him watch this. I'm so sorry. Okay. So you're lining things up with the Eight of Pentacles. You've been working hard. You are starting to see that fruition come in. But that spider's being really patient. And you have a support system. You have a support system with the Three of Cups, and they're emotionally supportive to you. I always think of the Bob Marley song, Three Little Birds, when I see this card. Every little thing's gonna be all right. Yeah, now I'm singing it. My spirit guides like to tell me things in song. So, I'm going really slowly. I know. You hate it. Just get to the point. Okay, I will get to the point. I think you just took my entire deck. You didn't, but it's very close. All right. So, Leos, I'm sending you all of my calming and healing energy because I'm about to tell you to be patient again. You are on a journey with the Eight of Cups. You are wanting to leave all of the things that you emotionally invested yourself in behind because you are in a transformation stage, but it's going to take a long time to get up that mountain in the dark. So what do we need? We need patience until the sun comes up, when you can see your footing a little more clearly. Here you are. The sun, right? And your hopes and wishes are there. At the top of that mountain. All of these cups that were broken down here, with the Nine of Cups, they're right here, and there's an extra one waiting for you. Patience. And even though with the Devil card, you feel like you're chained. You're chained in a situation that is making you feel like you are in hell, or you're dealing with Capricorn. But I kind of feel like you're in hell right now. And you're like chained to a situation that's not going to get any better unless you're patient. And you have friends. Oh, you have the Daughter of Swords. The Daughter of Swords she can be kind of wishy-washy, but she's also fun. She has a lot of bright ideas. She's kind of bubbly. Man or woman. She is, she knows what she wants, but she's going to sit on this sword and think about it and then act. And she has all sorts of super bright ideas around her head, just floating around, just flitting around. And the Hierophant is the institution, wisdom. He is the key to all the knowledge. It's also the Taurus card. Somebody that you feel like you can go to for advice. And then we have the Mother of Pentacles, which is a very loving energy, very calm energy. It's, somebody that could help with patience and nurturing. And she sees everything and she hears everything and she's very intuitive. And she will take care of you when you aren't feeling well. She'll bring you a cup of soup. I know, I just threw that in there, but it's what I heard. So, on this very wonderful journey, on this very wonderful opportunity that you have, is there a possibility that you could compromise? Because I feel like that this love that you have for this emotional relationship aspect in this, because there are emotions here. You may be walking away from that for a brighter opportunity that looks like it could give you a lot of abundance, because it seems as though you feel like this relationship might be holding you back. And makes sense, you know, because you're working really hard for these pentacles. You've been lining that up. You have the 7 of Pentacles, you have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the 9 of Pentacles, and you have the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is right next to this awesome opportunity that you are ready for. Something has to transform, my dear friends. And when you're holding on to how you feel about a situation, because I feel like that's what this is about. Even though you know you're there, you're there with the Hanged Man, you're there with the Fool, you're there with the 10 of Wands, you're there with the Judgment, you're there with the World. Like, there are things that are just lining up in your favor, one right after the other, number after number after number. But if you're holding on to it too tightly, you're not going to get the abundance that you know that you can have, because I know you can have it. I'm not going to say it again because it'll probably make you all yell at me through the screen, and then I'll get really nasty comments and you'll throw popcorn and apples, and I don't want you to do that. But you know, learn that lesson. That's a lesson that needs to be learned. Say the things that need to be said. Don't be so quick to speak, so harsh, maybe. And if you do find a way to compromise within this relationship, because you could have support, you have a support system. There are people here that can help you through this. And sing Bob Marley while you're doing it. So let me know if you guys have things happening in October. You know, maybe come back and look at this video if it didn't resonate now, or go look at your moon and rising sign. But I really think that this is good. I think that you guys are fire. You know what you want. You know where you're going. You really do. And I love that. Sometimes I wish I had that kind of perseverance. So I will see you guys for the October love readings for the beginning of October in probably a week. Bye.